This article will be structured into 5 chapters. Chapter 1, The Paradox of Pain. We will explore the initial reaction to pain, why it's often avoided, and introduce the concept of pain as a teacher. Chapter 2, Unveiling the Lessons. This chapter will delve into the specific ways pain can teach us, focusing on self-awareness, resilience, and personal growth. Chapter 3, Accepting the Uncomfortable. Here we'll tackle the importance of embracing discomfort and vulnerability to fully learn from pain. We will also cover the necessity to overcome the initial shock of hardship and delve into the deeper meaning. Chapter 4, Transformative Power. This section will discuss how pain can be the catalyst for positive change, leading to strength, wisdom, and a deeper appreciation for life. We will explore the idea that by confronting pain, individuals not only grow stronger, but also reshape their perception of the world and their place in it. Chapter 5, Moving Forward. The final chapter will provide practical advice on how to use the lessons learned from pain to navigate future challenges and achieve personal fulfillment. We will reflect on how understanding pain's value empowers individuals to take control of their lives and transform obstacles into opportunities for self-improvement. Article. Introduction. The human experience is a tapestry woven with threads of joy and sorrow, success and failure, comfort and discomfort. Yet, it is often the latter, the experiences of pain, that are most vehemently avoided, shunned as unwelcome invaders into our lives. Society often perpetuates the idea that comfort is the ultimate goal, that anything which causes discomfort must be eradicated or suppressed as quickly as possible. This ingrained aversion to pain stems from a fundamental misunderstanding of its inherent purpose, of its potential to be a powerful catalyst for growth, learning, and profound transformation. We are taught to seek pleasure and avoid pain, creating a culture that prizes superficial happiness over genuine resilience. This pursuit of constant ease, however, ultimately deprives us of a fundamental human right, the right to learn from our struggles and to grow from our experiences. This initial reluctance to engage with the unpleasant realities of life often leads us to a fragile existence, one where we are easily broken by even minor hardships. We build walls around our vulnerabilities, fearing the slightest touch of adversity, thereby limiting our capacity for both suffering and joy, in effect, shrinking our very potential to become whole. This avoidance is not unique. It is a universal human experience, an innate response programmed into our DNA. Yet, understanding that pain does not solely equate to suffering, that it can be a profound and invaluable teacher, is the first step in unlocking its true potential. We must shift our perspective, daring to view hardship not as an enemy, but as a rigorous instructor who provides us with the invaluable lessons that are essential for navigating the complex journey that life is. The journey of self-discovery is not a gentle stroll through a meadow, but rather a challenging climb up a rugged mountain. It is a path that is often paved with discomfort and struggle. This idea of embracing challenges rather than avoiding them is a foundational shift in mindset that can fundamentally alter one's experience of the world and how we navigate it. Chapter 1, The Paradox of Pain. The instinct to recoil from pain is deeply ingrained in our nature. Our bodies and minds are wired to seek pleasure and avoid discomfort. This is a survival mechanism designed to protect us from harm. However, the contemporary approach to pain often extends far beyond the preservation of physical well-being, permeating into the realm of emotional and psychological experiences as well. We often find ourselves unconsciously shunning any situation that may cause even the mildest discomfort. This results in a culture that prioritizes a superficial sense of tranquility over substantive growth, where uncomfortable truths are silenced and challenging discussions are avoided. In essence, we become masters of denial, adept at masking our vulnerabilities and shielding ourselves from the realities of life. This constant striving for ease often leaves us feeling fragile and ill-equipped to handle the inevitable trials that life presents. We become accustomed to avoiding the very experiences that hold the keys to profound self-understanding, personal growth, and the development of true strength. The fear of pain in its various forms often leads us to make decisions that are not aligned with our long-term goals and happiness. We may avoid difficult conversations, postpone necessary actions, or succumb to unhealthy coping mechanisms simply because we cannot tolerate the immediate discomfort that might be associated with a more healthy and challenging course of action. By doing so, we unconsciously diminish our own potential. We create a self-imposed prison of comfort where true personal growth becomes virtually impossible. In this cycle of avoidance, we often forget that the greatest transformations often occur during periods of immense discomfort. The very experiences that we strive so diligently to avoid can be the most profound teachers, guiding us toward a more authentic, stronger version of ourselves. Pain is not merely a signal of something wrong. It also contains valuable insights that are essential for progress. It forces us to confront our weaknesses, to question our beliefs, and to reassess our perspectives. When we finally muster the courage to approach pain with openness and acceptance rather than fear and aversion, we begin to understand its inherent value. We begin to see it for what it is, an inevitable part of the human experience that holds invaluable lessons for those courageous enough to face it. This paradigm shift from avoidance to acceptance is the first crucial step in unlocking pain's transformative potential. This is a shift in mindset from the idea of pain as a negative entity that should be avoided to an entity that can lead to positive change and growth. Chapter 2. Unveiling the lessons. Pain, far from being a mere inconvenience, is a multifaceted instructor that provides us with a plethora of valuable lessons. When viewed through a lens of acceptance, pain becomes a powerful tool for self-awareness, forcing us to confront aspects of ourselves that we may otherwise ignore. Physical pain can bring about an increased appreciation for our health and the fragility of our physical being, often leading to a greater commitment to self-care. Emotional pain, on the other hand, can illuminate our hidden vulnerabilities and challenge our belief systems, creating space for growth and change. It is within these moments of discomfort that we are often most attuned to our true selves, stripped of the superficial layers that we use to present ourselves to the outside world. It is also in these vulnerable moments that we become aware of our inner strength and our latent capacity for resilience. Experiencing adversity helps us develop the ability to recover quickly from difficult times. When faced with challenging situations, we often discover within ourselves a reserve of strength that we didn't even know we possessed. This resilience is not an inborn trait. It is a skill that is forged through repeated exposure to adversity, thus making pain an essential component of personal growth. These struggles give us a better understanding of our limitations as well as our abilities. Each time we overcome a difficulty, we not only grow stronger, but we also begin to approach future hardships with greater confidence. Moreover, pain can be a catalyst for the development of compassion and empathy. By experiencing hardship, we gain a deeper understanding of the suffering of others, making us more compassionate and better able to connect with others on a deeper and more meaningful level. The capacity for empathy is a crucial component of human connection, and this can only be truly learned through the direct experience of pain. Furthermore, by learning from our own pain, we are better equipped to offer support and guidance to others who are going through similar struggles. This ability to transform our suffering into a resource for helping others is one of the most powerful aspects of personal growth. Pain, therefore, serves as a powerful reminder that we are all interconnected, and that our individual struggles are also part of a larger collective journey. It is not an isolated experience, but rather a human experience that is common to all, which makes it all the more important to be open to its lessons. In essence, every wound, every struggle is an opportunity to gain a deeper understanding of ourselves and the world around us, an opportunity to develop resilience and to grow compassion for others. Chapter 3. Accepting the uncomfortable. The journey to fully embrace pain as a teacher requires a conscious decision to move beyond our ingrained instinct to avoid discomfort. This involves cultivating a mindset of acceptance, one that acknowledges that suffering is an inevitable part of the human experience. Acceptance is not about passively resigning oneself to adversity. It's about choosing to approach it with a sense of curiosity and willingness to learn. This acceptance allows us to move through the initial shock and discomfort and begin the process of identifying the valuable lessons contained within our pain. This is a process that takes time and practice. It involves building the ability to sit with uncomfortable feelings rather than immediately suppressing or denying them. When we first experience pain, our natural inclination is to resist it, to try to make it go away as quickly as possible. However, this resistance only amplifies our suffering and blocks the insights that are just underneath the surface. Accepting it means allowing ourselves to feel the full range of emotions without judgment or self-criticism. It requires us to challenge our preconceived notions of comfort and discomfort, understanding that growth often takes place in the spaces that feel most challenging and unfamiliar. It is in these spaces of discomfort that we confront our limitations. And when we confront our limitations, we simultaneously reveal our true strengths and capabilities. Accepting discomfort also involves a willingness to be vulnerable. When we allow ourselves to feel pain, we are in effect letting down the protective barriers that we have built around ourselves. This vulnerability is necessary for growth because it allows us to connect with our emotions on a much deeper level. When we learn to be comfortable with our own vulnerability, we also find it easier to connect with others, creating relationships that are built on authenticity and empathy. However, there is a common misconception that being vulnerable is the same as being weak, but true strength lies not in the ability to avoid pain, but in the courage to face it, in the willingness to show up and be seen, even when we feel uncertain and afraid. This courage in facing discomfort allows us to see not just our vulnerabilities, but also our inherent resilience and power. Furthermore, accepting pain requires letting go of the illusion of control. We cannot always control the circumstances that lead to pain, but we can control how we respond to it. This shift in focus from external events to internal reactions is critical in transforming suffering into a catalyst for growth. By accepting that life will not always be easy and by embracing the discomfort that life can sometimes bring, we can begin to cultivate a sense of equanimity that allows us to navigate challenges with greater resilience. We also begin to understand that it is not the experience itself that defines us, but how we choose to respond to it that ultimately shapes us into the people we are meant to be. Chapter 4. Transformative Power. Pain, when viewed with an open mind, is not only a teacher, but also a potent catalyst for positive change. It is through our experiences of hardship that we often uncover the hidden potential that lies dormant within us. The very challenges that seem insurmountable in the moment can become the cornerstones of our greatest strengths. In essence, pain can be an experience that initiates a process of profound personal transformation, allowing us to not only grow stronger, but also redefine our perspective on life and our place within it. One of the most significant transformations that pain can initiate is the development of a deeper sense of self-awareness. When faced with adversity, we are forced to confront our deepest fears, beliefs, and insecurities. This process of self-examination can lead to profound insights that would otherwise remain hidden. These new perspectives create an opportunity to realign our values, to reassess our priorities, and to create a life that is more aligned with our true selves. The experience of pain can often shake us out of complacency, causing us to question the path we are on and to consider different possibilities. This is an essential component of self-improvement that allows us to continuously evolve and grow. In addition to self-awareness, pain can also nurture resilience. When we overcome difficult challenges, we develop a deeper sense of our own strength and capabilities. Each time we face adversity and manage to rise above it, we develop a stronger and more resilient character. This resilience is not merely the ability to bounce back from setbacks. It is also the ability to learn and grow from those setbacks, to be more adaptable, and to be better prepared for future challenges. It is a process of continuously refining our ability to manage stress and uncertainty. Furthermore, the transformative power of pain often extends beyond the individual. When we have the courage to share our struggles with others, we create opportunities for connection and empathy. Our stories of adversity can inspire others to face their own challenges, thereby creating a ripple effect of growth and resilience. These stories can be a source of support, of encouragement, and of connection. They remind us that we are not alone in our struggles and that we are all capable of growth regardless of the circumstances that life has dealt us. The willingness to be vulnerable and to share our pain with others is not a sign of weakness, but a powerful testament to the strength of human connection and our collective potential for transformation. It is in the shared experience of pain that we find our common humanity, our shared capacity for both suffering and growth. In this understanding, pain becomes a path not just towards personal growth, but also toward a deeper sense of unity and compassion. Chapter 5. Moving forward. The true value of embracing pain as a teacher lies not just in the lessons we learn, but also in how we utilize these lessons to shape our future. Understanding the transformative power of pain allows us to approach future challenges with a new perspective, transforming obstacles into opportunities for growth and personal evolution. This involves moving from a reactive state, where pain is seen as a negative event to be avoided at all costs, to a more proactive state, where pain is accepted as a natural part of the human experience that holds valuable lessons that can be leveraged to achieve greater fulfillment in our lives. We learn to see pain as a signal for change, and we learn to respond to it with curiosity rather than fear. This proactive approach includes integrating the lessons that we've learned from past experiences of pain into our daily lives. This means not forgetting the insights that were gained during difficult periods, but consciously applying them to our current situations and decisions. It also means actively seeking out opportunities to use those insights to improve our relationships, our careers, and every other aspect of our lives. When we use our past experiences as a guide for our present choices, we have a more complete understanding of what truly matters to us. This understanding provides the basis for more conscious and meaningful choices, decisions that are aligned with our values and our deepest sense of purpose. By continuously learning from past pain, we gain more clarity on the path we want to take moving forward. This approach involves a conscious effort to cultivate resilience, which is not a static quality, but a skill that is continuously refined and improved through intentional practice. It means consciously choosing to face challenges head on, using the tools and strategies that we have acquired from past hardships. The approach also involves maintaining the mindset of acceptance, being open to the discomfort that inevitably comes with growth, and not allowing fear to limit our potential. We also learn to be more compassionate, not just to others, but also to ourselves. We understand that personal growth is a continuous process with inevitable setbacks and challenges. This compassionate self-awareness helps us to view our imperfections and vulnerabilities with more acceptance, knowing that each mistake is just another opportunity for further self-improvement. Finally, moving forward involves recognizing that life is not about avoiding pain, but about learning to navigate it with grace and courage. It's about understanding that suffering is not the opposite of happiness, but a part of it. When we can approach challenges with the mindset of a learner rather than a victim, we regain a sense of personal power. This mindset empowers us to take ownership of our journey. We no longer feel like passive observers or victims of circumstance, but rather as active participants in our own lives. We transform pain from a destructive force into a catalyst for growth, ultimately leading to a more meaningful, fulfilling, and intentional life. By accepting that pain is a natural component of life, we not only grow stronger, but we also learn to appreciate the times when we are at peace. We see that growth, resilience, and fulfillment come not from the absence of struggle, but from our willingness to embrace it as a vital component of a truly meaningful life. Conclusion. In conclusion, the idea that pain is our best teacher is not a mere platitude, but a profound and transformative truth. By shifting our perspective from one of avoidance to one of acceptance, we can unlock the immense potential that pain holds for growth, resilience, and self-awareness. The journey to embrace pain as a valuable lesson is not always easy. It requires courage, vulnerability, and a willingness to step outside of our comfort zones. However, the rewards are immeasurable. Through our experiences of hardship, we not only become more resilient and compassionate, but also develop a deeper understanding of ourselves and our place in the world. We recognize that struggles are not meant to break us, but to mold us, and that our greatest growth occurs in those moments when we are willing to face our most profound fears. We transform the idea of pain as something to be feared into something to be accepted, and in the process, we discover new potential within ourselves. The journey through pain is not a comfortable or enjoyable one, but it is an essential part of the human experience. It is through these struggles that we learn our true strength, our ability to overcome adversity, and our capability to grow through the experiences we have. By understanding and accepting the inherent value of pain, we not only develop a more profound sense of self-awareness, but we also become better equipped to navigate future challenges, making the most of our lives. It is through the acceptance of pain that we unlock our true potential. The acceptance of pain is not an act of submission, but an act of courage that leads to a stronger, more compassionate, and resilient version of ourselves. By embracing pain as a teacher, we not only transform our own lives, but also, in the process, inspire others to do the same.